And I was like, I need to save this footage. I was prepared. I took the mini SD cards and took them and shoved it up my butt.
And I'm here today to apologize to all the people that are listening to me right now, to the whole world, to all the people that are let down. I'm so sorry.
You can't be sorry today and do the same nasty or even worse thing tomorrow thinking it'll all be fine. This is the cycle of one of the internet's most provocative pranksters on the planet, marked by aggressive behaviors.
Well, shut the f up, because I do whatever the f I want. What, are you gonna follow me?
I'm not gonna follow you.
From being really annoying to bystanders.
Look at the pipes and everything you have. It's a needle.
No, it's a...
It's a dabber, huh? What is that?
To beating up a woman for no apparent reason and inappropriately touching people in the wrong way, and making his mother cry out for help over his unstable behavior during a live video.
I need help.
This is the rise and fall of Vitaly, the prankster who made himself the laughingstock of the world. Despite being one of the biggest pranksters, if not the biggest on the internet, Vitaly struggled with contentment, betrayal, ignorance, youthful delusion, and emotional instability.
Dude, I got too much money, way too fast. You know,
Young.
Yeah, young.
Notably, shortly after turning 18, he appeared in a brief scene for an adult entertainment company, Bang Bros, an unconventional stint that he discussed openly with his audience.
I don't know. So my friend hit me. I was like, "Yo, you want to do this?" Blah blah blah. And
most of these stunts are not entirely tied to his background. Vitaly has Russian origins. He was born in Russia and grew up in Ukraine before moving to the United States. This should have been a bond he held tightly, but he let down those closest to him for the sake of people who valued not him, but only what he had to offer.
accident happened.
And then none
True
of them...
callers showed up. The people that I expected, to text me never texted me. The people that I less expected all texted me.
His sentiments were based on the fact that those he cut ties with were the ones reaching out to him when he was down, especially when he was arrested for serious crimes. More on that later. While the people he called friends stayed away. This betrayal cost him millions of dollars to a point where he was broke. This pushed him to create a brand called Make Money, Not Friends.
Just know this Make Money Not Friends is mine. I own this. I trademark with the best lawyers in the world.
But did Vitaly always have a very hard and bumpy life throughout his online career? Well, not quite. He began his journey on YouTube in 2010, and now has around 10 million subscribers on his channel. Vitaly started the channel because he'd always wanted to become a famous movie star.
Why do you think you always wanted to be like famous or be an actor?
I think the Terminator movie, that's why I did the Terminator monologue. After Terminator 2, bro, I wanted to be like Arnold.
You saw Arnold, you like...
Prank videos back then were real, shocking, and raw. He was innovative in the way he approached making them. One of the oldest videos on his YouTube channel shows him going around his neighborhood, disturbing the peace of people just to get a reaction.
Yo, I just want to kiss you.
3 feet away from me right now, all
Yo,
right?
I just want to kiss
Huh?
you.
Yeah?
I just want to...
Vitaly also posted a prank video where he pretended to be transgender, subtly pushing people into awkward and annoying moments in conversations with him.
My boyfriend, why are you walking away from me like that? Hey, babe. What you mean? Remember last time at the hotel?
But his big break into stardom, and his first true viral moment, came when he posted a video titled Miami Zombie Attack Prank. In it, he dressed up as a zombie and chased terrified people through the streets, sending viewers into a thrill and gaining his place as one of YouTube's wildest pranksters. This prank was inspired by a real-life incident in Miami. Vitaly dressed as a bloodied zombie and terrified people in a poor Miami neighborhood, using shock humor that quickly pulled in millions of views. Today, the video has racked up over 33 million views on YouTube. After this big break, it marked the true beginning of fame for the young Vitaly. The prank was heavily criticized for being insensitive, and in many people's eyes, racist. Vitaly ran through a mostly black neighborhood, which some viewers called a racist attempt to humiliate the local black community. The backlash likely came from a stereotype that black people always avoid scary situations, a trope often used to explain why they rarely fall into the trap in horror movies. Vitaly kept posting prank videos, and by then, he had established himself in the extreme prank YouTube community. But one of his biggest issues was that many of his pranks crossed legal lines, often landing him in trouble.
You just sold crack down the street? Was that you?
No.
African American, male, glasses. Is that you?
Crack? No.
Crack. Now, what you do? What you do? I know you got something in your pockets. What you got?
In early 2012, he filmed a video where he harassed random people by impersonating a police officer, even going as far as making false allegations at black men on camera.
Why are you trying to steal his camera?
What?
Wait, why'd you say why? Because what?
I didn't try to steal his.
No, but you said why? Because what?
Because I'm black.
Oh, hell no. I can make you white in 2 seconds. Let me jerk off.
Impersonating cops is one thing, but doing it in black communities, given the long history of tension, was something else entirely. And many saw it as completely unacceptable. Some viewers also voiced their concerns in the comments about him impersonating a police officer. One person wrote, "Isn't impersonating a cop illegal?" As a result, he was arrested in March 2012 on 2 counts of impersonating an officer, though the charges were later dropped. By then, of course, he was already making big checks from YouTube and had enough money to afford a good lawyer. Just when it seemed like there would be no more trouble and that Vitaly might tone down his extreme behavior, he landed in hot water again, this time just weeks after his last arrest, with a Russian hitman video. Vitaly had made Russian hitman videos in the past, pulling off all kinds of wild stunts. But this one was different. He actually took something that wasn't his, and to make it worse, he did it right in front of a cop. What is unclear is whether he knew the cops were there when he did this or not.
That's my bag.
No, it's not your bag.
That's my bag.
That's not your bag.
Come on.
The matter was eventually resolved, but the cops who were at the scene had witnessed everything. Since it all happened right in front of them, they knew Vitaly was up to something mischievous.
Want to go to jail? Because we could do this, okay? Get going. Now.
I've been to jail for a very long time.
Okay.
But the hitman video that truly landed Vitaly in serious legal trouble was a stunt where he approached a stranger with a briefcase, implying it contained a bomb, and gave the man 60 seconds to run.
I don't know which one is one of you. Your life, your choice. 60 seconds.
The terrified target immediately called the police, and Vitaly, along with an accomplice, most likely his cameraman, was arrested on felony bomb hoax charges, facing the possibility of serious prison time.
After being arrested for a bomb hoax, police say pretending to have a...
Although the bomb threat charges were ultimately dismissed, Vitaly showed little remorse, saying, "I'm just sad the person got that upset." One of the reasons he got lucky with this case was that he never explicitly claimed in the video that the box contained a bomb. Instead, he only said, "Your life, your choice."
Your life, your choice. 60 seconds. Yes, transactions come.
Almost a year later, likely to send a message to viewers all around the world who were watching him closely, he posted yet another Russian hitman video.
Oh my goodness. What are you, the Treasury Department?
I guess that was his way of giving back to the community while still staying in character as the villain he was known to be. For the most part, when you look back at people's reactions from that time, he was actually appreciated. Many loved what he did and admired his creativity and provocative way of creating content. Some even commented, "Can't believe this fool actually went to jail for our entertainment." By 2013, Vitaly's channel was moving fast in popularity, though questions about the ethics of his content still lingered. That same year, he scored one of YouTube's fastest growing videos with his viral hit, the Gold Digger prank.
What's up, cutie?
Hey.
What's going on?
Not too much.
Hey, I was looking at you and I thought you were really pretty and I wanted to get your number. Is that too much to ask for, or
You know,
let's go out to dinner?
I usually go out to dinner with couple.
Oh yeah, who you go to dinner? By yourself?
Sometimes.
Oh wow. That's I don't usually ask twice, but you sure you don't want to go out with me?
Your car?
Yeah, it's my car. Why?
Well, I might be able to go out to dinner with you.
You might.
Bar down the street if you want to go.
There's what?
There's a bar down the street.
Oh, now you want to. Too bad. I don't like gold diggers.
This social experiment racked up over 18 million views in its first week, and now sits at around 48 million views. While many viewers found it entertaining, others started accusing Vitaly of staging his pranks for clout, claiming that some of the random participants were actually actors. Maybe it was because the pranks seemed too good to be true, or the setups looked more arranged than real. But one of his friends, Roman Atwood, who had made content with him in the past, recently vouched for Vitaly, defending the originality of his pranks.
Never at any time was a single one of those pranks fake, to my knowledge. And I remember many times going up to the producers after a reaction.
Yeah, we asked.
And we were like,
the gold digger prank was one of the first of its kind, and many say Vitaly was the very first to pull it off. One person commented, he was the first one to make a gold digger prank, while another added, the birth of gold digger pranks. Someone even went further, suggesting Vitaly should have claimed full ownership of the idea. He needs to copyright the idea. As his fame kept growing, Vitaly took things up a notch with wild public stunts, many of which got him arrested and splashed across the news. One big turning point came in July 2014, when he ran onto the field during a FIFA World Cup final in Brazil.
It's about to happen. I'm about to go in the middle of the field, World Cup finals. Germany, Argentina, 2014. I'm attempting to do it. 5 minutes, I'm in the field.
Vitaly sprinted onto the pitch during the second half of the championship match with the words "natural-born prankster" painted across his bare chest. He even tried to kiss German player Benedikt Hiatus before security finally tackled him to the ground.
This is my friend Yusuf. He's gonna check it out. And if you see this, my channel is VitalyZDTV. He's crazy, man.
But some people started questioning his stunt, with one person asking, there was Messi, Neuer, Götze, Müller, Boateng, etc. on the pitch, and he goes and kisses Hiatus? That's a good and hilarious question, but it's likely he just went for the first person he could reach to get a quick reaction for his prank. While some people enjoyed the stunt, others didn't see it as a sensible thing to do. One person commented, normally I'm a fan, but very uncool. This game was very important to some of us, a once-in-a-lifetime event. Brazilian police arrested him, and he had to pay a fine to be released. The stunt made global headlines and boosted Vitaly's reputation for pulling off wild, daredevil publicity grabs. It was arguably one of the peak moments of his career in terms of boldness and stubbornness, even though officials and plenty of viewers slammed it as reckless. Over the next few years, Vitaly kept doing the same thing, crashing major events with his outrageous stunts. Each one brought him more controversy, more media attention, and of course, more legal trouble. Starting with the Hollywood sign, Vitaly actually climbed the iconic landmark as part of one of his vlog stunts. It was risky, over the top, and totally in line with his brand of pranks. You could even hear the cops yelling, "Get back down now, you're trespassing!" But of course, Vitaly didn't listen and kept climbing until he reached the sign. Someone pointed out something pretty funny about that moment, saying, the cop sounds like he likes you and wants you to continue climbing, but it's his job, so he sounds sad to tell you.
Oh, if you can get on this thing, you're good.
After putting in a lot of effort to climb up the sign, he pulled out a flag with the words, "I'm back" written on it, and waved it proudly for a while. He was later arrested for trespassing after making it to the top of the sign.
As a YouTube prankster moments ago climbed to the top of the Hollywood sign He is now standing in handcuffs. He is in custody under arrest. Our coverage continues.
The stunt itself was relatively harmless, but it pushed authorities to tighten security around the landmark. According to a source, Jeff Zerenum, chair of the Hollywood Sign Trust, said numerous measures have been taken to prevent people from climbing to and onto the sign. The area above the Hollywood sign is fenced along a trail leading to Mount Lee, and it is a treacherous hike from below to reach the sign. The trust funded the security cameras that monitor the sign 24 hours. Some cameras are mounted to the actual sign itself. Vitaly's video of the climb grabbed plenty of attention, but not everyone understood the seriousness of what Vitaly did. One person questioned those criticizing him. Why do American police waste so much assets and money for someone that just climbs a sign? The main reason is that the Hollywood sign is private property, not a tourist spot where people are allowed to climb. Another commenter explained, probably expensive, and the broken parts could fall to the houses and cause casualties. Also, it's historical. Just a month later, he pulled another stunt, this time streaking the court during Game 4 of the NBA Finals between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. To top it off, he had unexpected messages written across his body, making sure all eyes were on him when he hit the floor.
Okay guys, you ready to see the final product? Trump sucks. And then LeBron for president. That's right.
The reason he was repping LeBron James was because back in the 2014 World Cup final, LeBron actually made a video of Vitaly and posted it on his page, which Vitaly acknowledged.
You guys know LeBron James was the first person to videotape me running across the World Cup pitch in 2014. King James.
Vitaly eventually sprinted across the basketball court in the middle of the game before getting tackled and arrested for criminal trespass. Fans in the arena and commentators reacted with shock and annoyance at the sudden interruption. The incident grabbed some brief news coverage but was mostly remembered as another wild Vitaly moment. In another wild stunt, Vitaly took his antics to baseball's biggest stage. During Game 5 of the 2017 MLB World Series at Minute Maid Park in Houston, he stormed the field right after Carlos Correa hit a home run. Yet again, security caught him and he was arrested for trespassing. But one person pointed out the business side of it all, saying he made at least $3 grand off this video and his bail was $500. Smart investment. By this point, storming fields had basically become a Vitaly trademark. His sports arena stunts were covered widely in the media, usually with an exasperated tone. Many people saw them as childish grabs for attention that could have easily put players or fans at risk. Despite all the bad press and run-ins with the law, these over-the-top pranks actually shot Vitaly's fame through the roof. By 2017, he had racked up more than 9 million YouTube subscribers and even scored a Hollywood deal. Teaming up with fellow YouTubers Roman Atwood and Dennis Rohde, he released a prank movie called Natural Born Pranksters. Notably, however, YouTube and mainstream media were growing less tolerant of such antics. By the late 2010s, YouTube's policies tightened, and prank channels faced stricter moderation and demonetization. Vitaly himself later noted that many of his videos were getting demonetized by YouTube around this period, as the platform cracked down on content deemed too dangerous or offensive.
My YouTube channel is demonetized. I never got my diamond plaque for 10 million subscribers.
A lot went down before all the demonetization drama kicked in. Those were some of the roughest times for Vitaly, and we'll look into that in a bit. By 2018, he started pushing the envelope even further, going beyond what YouTube would allow. That's when he launched his own X-rated subscription site called Vitaly Uncensored, a platform for pranks and stunts that were way too wild for YouTube and Instagram.
We partner up, 52 employees working at Vitaly Uncensored office in Chicago. So like I said, I have nothing to worry about.
His new venture mixed softcore adult content with prank-style entertainment. To promote the site, Vitaly staged outrageous publicity stunts and often roped in his close associates to pull them off.
What's up, villains? Welcome to another video. Today, I'm with my girlfriend, Kinsey, and we're doing a prank called, Are You Looking at My Girlfriend's Tit?
In June 2019, his then-girlfriend Kinsey Walensky made international headlines when she streaked during the UEFA Champions League final in Madrid, rocking a skimpy one-piece swimsuit with Vitaly Uncensored splashed across the front. A month later, during the July 2019 Cricket World Cup final at Lord's, Vitaly's own mother, Elena Vitaly, tried to pull off a similar stunt by rushing the pitch in a Vitaly Uncensored outfit. This time, though, security stopped her before she could make it all the way onto the field.
You ready, Elena? You good? Let's do it. Let's do it.
On both occasions, his mother and ex-girlfriend were detained by authorities. The consequences were real, too. Kinsey, for example, ended up getting banned from future football matches. The reason why Vitaly is using people around him to promote his work is that he has been banned from most of those sporting events where he can do the promo personally.
One time I got to the locker room and they're like, that has a wig on. Catch him. So I got caught there. Then the third time I went there, I didn't want to go.
He had tried it all, from using fake IDs to disguising himself with scarves and wigs, but none of it worked. That's why he eventually resorted to involving people close to him to pull off the stunts. But it was embarrassing seeing Vitaly's mother make the failed attempt. Someone said, "Worst attempt ever." It's messed up that Vitaly would use his own mother for something like that. 2020 was the year things really started crashing down for Vitaly Zdorovetskiy. 2 major incidents that year brought him loads of bad press and serious legal trouble. The first came in January, when he traveled to Egypt and illegally climbed the Great Pyramid of Giza just to film a video. Climbing the ancient pyramids is strictly forbidden, and Vitaly knew it. That's why he rushed to beat the authorities trying to stop him. Still, he managed to make it to the top and capture the breathtaking view before descending the pyramid.
I climbed up. Beautiful, beautiful view. The energy was sun's actually.
Absolutely breathtaking. This is incredible, guys.
When he finally reached the top, Vitaly already knew arrest was waiting for him. Sure enough, the moment he climbed back down, the authorities were there. Since climbing the pyramid is strictly prohibited, the police never even tried to go after him during the climb. They just waited at the bottom.
Uh-oh. Got military. Guys, I will explain it.
After getting the video he wanted from the top of the pyramid, Vitaly figured the smartest move was to protect the footage. So he came up with a plan to hide the storage card from the GoPro camera he used.
And I was like, I need to save this footage. I was prepared. I took the mini SD cards into a condom and shoved it up my butt.
With that, he believed the SD card was safe and that he'd be able to recover it after his arrest. He did this because he wasn't sure if the Egyptian authorities would confiscate or destroy the camera along with its contents. When he finally came down, Egyptian authorities immediately arrested him at the base. He ended up spending 5 days in jail for the stunt.
And first thing they do when they get to jail, my ass cheeks.
No
like, I am talking
way.
about, not just like.
Is that maybe because they saw you digging up there?
No, nobody saw it, dude.
Luckily for Vitaly, the authorities didn't find anything when they checked him. During the 5 days he spent in jail, he even refused to eat enough so he wouldn't need to use the toilet, doing everything he could to keep the SD card safe.
Nah. So I don't poop for 5 days, right? Because I was waiting to get out of jail.
He also tried sending the footage to his WhatsApp before coming down the pyramid just in case. Vitaly later described the whole ordeal as one of the worst experiences he's ever had with law enforcement. Eventually, when he finally had a moment to himself, he tried to recover the hidden SD card.
So like, dude, I can't hold this poop anymore. I gotta go poop. I go poop, the condom comes out, but the SD cards are gone.
Huh?
I don't know.
In the end, all that stress was for nothing. Vitaly was eventually deported and permanently banned from ever entering Egypt. It was almost as if the mystical power hidden inside the pyramid had laid a curse on Vitaly. Just weeks after the Egypt incident, he did something that completely destroyed his life, and from that moment on, even 5 years later, his story has been nothing but one challenge after another. The far more serious incident came in April 2020. Vitaly was arrested in Miami Beach, Florida, after brutally attacking a woman, an event completely outside the realm of pranks. So what was the reason behind this shocking behavior? According to Vitaly himself, he blamed it on mushrooms.
The normal dose of taking mushrooms to get high is 3.5 grams. I was taking 30.
Despite the normal dose being around 3.5 grams, and Vitaly usually taking about 30 grams, something in him pushed him over the edge that day, and he ended up taking a massive 60 grams of mushrooms.
So I decided to double my dosage. I took 60 grams of mushrooms. That's 17 times more than an average person should take.
This massive overdose completely warped his sense of reality, making him feel like the whole world was collapsing. In that state, he thought the best thing to do was run outside for help, since according to him, the people with him inside weren't responding to his desperate cries.
The whole world is stripping. I poisoned the whole world, and I said, everyone hates me. I was panicking, and I'm like, please guys, shut up. And they keep trying laughing and talking to me. I'm
they're
like,
watching you go crazy.
I'm going crazy. So I live like a block away from the beach. So I just started jogging to the beach. I was like,
and it was at this point that he ran into people outside while looking for help. But things took a dark turn. According to the police report and witness statements, a female jogger out for a run on Easter Sunday was suddenly attacked by Vitaly.
Last thing I remember is, please help. And I tried to hug her, and she pushed me or whatever. I hit her.
The victim had no connection to Vitaly and was horrified by the random attack. Bystanders who heard her screams rushed to help, and Vitaly ended up fleeing into a nearby home, where police later arrested him. Vitaly later claimed he wasn't trying to flee, but was simply making his way back to his own house.
I realized what I was doing on top of her, and I was like, what the f-? And I didn't even run back to the house. The article says I tried to hit my house. I didn't know what was happening. I walked back to the house.
Later that same day, police showed up at his house and officially arrested him for the assault. Even though he was cuffed without much trouble, reality hit him once they tried to put him into the police car, and that's when he started resisting, refusing to get inside.
Guys, how do you want to do this? Get up and sit in there. Get up and sit in there.
He was eventually forced into the car, screaming and mumbling things that no one could really make out. Later, he admitted that he thought the cops were tripping, as he put it, and claimed he was just trying to explain himself while they were shoving him into the back seat.
I was going to try to tell him, if you turn off your sirens and you stop talking and let me go to sleep, I'll wake up sober and you guys will be sober. But when you're on mushrooms, you can't put that much mushrooms. You can't.
On the ride to the station, Vitaly even tried striking up a conversation with the cop who was driving him.
You still got that mask on?
How are you, man?
I'm alright. I'm okay. No, you don't.
Where you going?
Going to Miami Beach Police Station.
Even when they got him to the police station, the mushrooms were still messing with his head, and his orientation was off.
Let me see. Put your hands here. Check it out, see? I'm gonna put them in the front. You gotta leave your mask on, though.
Okay, sure.
Mask has to go on. Put it over your face.
Not long after, while still being transported, Vitaly slowly started coming to his senses and realized he might be in some serious trouble this time. So he called out to the cop and tried to explain himself. Someone with past experience using such substances shared their perspective, saying, as a veteran of hallucinogen consumption, the #1 rule is never ever take them when you're in a bad place in your life.
First of all, I don't know why I wanted to attack this girl for no fucking reason. No one's gonna forgive me about this.
Someone also pointed out an interesting detail about the arrest, saying the cop arresting him was really nice, talking to him like a human despite his crime and being on drugs, then putting him in looser cuffs once he calmed down so that he wasn't in pain. What a great cop. Vitaly was charged with felony aggravated battery. His Miami-Dade County jail mugshot showed him shirtless, sunburned, and grinning in custody, an image that sparked outrage once it hit the press. News of his violent arrest spread fast across major outlets. Fans and fellow YouTubers reacted with shock and disgust that he would attack an innocent person. This time, Vitaly's long pattern of reckless, aggressive behavior was a real crime under the spotlight. He later revealed that he wrote an apology letter to the woman he attacked.
I did like her apology letter. Like, obviously she shouldn't forgive me, but how sorry. And that's not me. I didn't know her. I didn't know.
Vitaly was released on a $7,500 bond while awaiting trial. The woman he attacked went on to file a civil lawsuit, but in the end, Vitaly reached a private settlement with her, which ultimately led to the criminal charge being dropped.
I'm still not allowed to talk about how it ended, but
okay. Oh,
my charges got dismissed. Yeah,
Like as in she dropped them, or like your lawyers got them dropped? Or
my lawyers came to agreement, but
okay.
I can't say more than that.
From that, it's clear that Vitaly and his lawyer likely persuaded the woman to drop the charges to avoid even more public backlash against him. Settling the case must have cost him a fortune, possibly millions, which could have pushed him into serious financial trouble at the time. To make matters worse, most, if not all, of his brand deals and partnerships were called off, leaving him stranded career-wise. On top of everything, he also lost his $6 million mansion during this rough period.
Yeah, dude, I was broken. I lost next day. All my brand deals dropped me. I was making so much money from brand deals.
The damage to his career was already done. In the aftermath, Vitaly lost monetization opportunities on his social media, especially YouTube, and his public image took a massive hit, even among fans who once supported him. Vitaly later admitted the incident pushed him into a deep depression.
Oh, about suicidally, I lost the house. I didn't want to walk on the streets, bro. I was just so embarrassed, man. I didn't want to get to a grocery store. I didn't want to buy water. I didn't want to do anything. Like, I just didn't want to do anything.
This April 2020 battery case became a huge turning point. It basically ended Vitaly's run as a mainstream YouTube prankster and forced him to step away from the spotlight for a while. He disappeared for over 2 years. His first time showing up on camera again was in July 2022, when he appeared on a podcast to talk about everything that had happened. Someone summed up the whole situation by saying, "This guy really hit rock bottom. Dude went from a tasteless prankster to being arrested multiple times for multiple reasons to his entire career being destroyed, and has no one but himself to blame for it." Before appearing on Roman Atwood's podcast, Vitaly had already uploaded an apology video on his channel, addressed to the woman he had assaulted, as well as to his fans and critics for what he had done months ago.
To let you know what I've been going through in my life for the last 2 years and why I stopped uploading. And I was hanging around wrong people, the fame got to my head, I started abusing drugs and alcohol.
One thing to note is that the apology video was originally attached to Roman Atwood's podcast video with Vitaly, but it has since been deleted from Vitaly's own page. I was able to find clips of it from other sources. The video was likely taken down because of the backlash. It didn't show the level of remorse people had expected after what he had done. Instead of focusing on the victim, Vitaly opened the video by making excuses, talking about hanging around the wrong people and using substances, when viewers really just wanted him to address the woman he assaulted directly.
Because of drugs and alcohol, I got into serious legal trouble. A legal trouble that I'll remember, regret, and have to live with for the rest of my life.
I agree. The apology probably would have felt more genuine if Vitaly had just straight up admitted he messed up without trying to wrap it around the substances he was using at the time. People already knew about his substances, so bringing it up again only made it sound like an excuse. What most viewers wanted was simple accountability and a sincere acknowledgement of the harm he caused.
And I'm here today to apologize to all the people that are listening to me right now, to the whole world, to all the people that are let down. I'm so sorry.
Up until this point in the video, Vitaly kept blaming the substances he took and focused his apology on fans and people who looked up to him. But here's the thing, he never actually apologized to the woman he assaulted. He only mentioned the assault as a legal issue that got him into trouble, which made the apology feel hollow and detached.
And nobody to blame but myself. People that I thought were my friends weren't my friends, and I just fell into depression. I lost everything because of that. And like I said, I'm not here to blame anybody but myself.
Nobody to blame but myself, he admitted. Yet he still couldn't resist bringing up the fact that people he trusted weren't there for him. He also tried to paint himself as someone who had gone through a tough experience because of his own actions, which, to be fair, he really had. And this was expected to have given people the idea that he had paid for his sins. From there, he shifted the focus to telling his fans about his sober journey.
I've been sober for 7 months, and I feel better than ever. I started to be motivated again. I started wanting to make videos again for fun, not for business, like it used to be when I...
Most people who listened to the video actually felt it came across as genuine. One person said, "You can tell it's genuine, and he looks sober. When he was on drugs, he looked old. I wish him well." Another added, "You can never please the cancel culture with these apologies, but this one sounded genuine and sincere." Still, not everyone was convinced. Some thought he had other motives behind the video, with one commenter saying, "I believe he's making it for other reasons. He's not sorry." By 2022, Vitaly slowly started making a comeback, but this time it wasn't on YouTube. Frustrated with YouTube's stricter rules, he switched over to alternative platforms like Rumble and Kick, places with way looser content moderation, so he could get back to creating the kind of content he wanted.
Every time I ask for a diamond plaque, they find a video to give me a strike, like they just did last week. I asked to be monetized again just to see what they say, and they just deleted 4 videos in one day and gave me a strike.
What happened here was that after Vitaly tried to return to posting on YouTube, he asked for his diamond play button for hitting 10 million subscribers, and also requested to be remonetized. But instead of getting what he wanted, YouTube kept hitting him with strikes on his videos every time he uploaded.
You know, the videos.
Oh,
they want me to delete all the videos for me to get a diamond plaque.
With YouTube no longer an option, this marked a major turning point in Vitaly's career. Instead of pulling pranks on random people in public, he decided to jump on the rising trend of vigilante-style predator-catching content. In these videos, whenever Vitaly corners someone he believes to be a predator, he usually gives them 2 choices.
Is it pretty much you want to walk away or humiliate or call the cops? But
essentially, he reinvented himself as a self-styled pedophile hunter, chasing down online predators, a style of content made famous by shows like To Catch a Predator. Vitaly launched a new series on the streaming platform Kick, where he and his team would set up sting operations, luring alleged predators and confronting them on camera.
Special guest flew from Miami, bro. Myron.
Thank you, Vitaly.
Sneeko, how are you?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Vitaly viewed this as his big comeback plan, using his infamy to flip the script and chase a cause that might win back public approval, catching predators. At the same time, he leaned into the shock factor, humiliating these targets on camera to keep the drama and intensity his audience expected.
He's fully naked.
Oh my god. Alright, here, you look it off now. Oh my gosh. What?
They usually catch these people on camera in a way that leaves no room for denial. And to make it even clearer, they deliberately point out to the men that the supposed kids are minors, so later on they can't claim that they didn't know how young they were.
What? You're 6? I thought you were 15.
No, I'm 16.
Oh.
Do you guys care? No. You guys don't care?
Well, it's because Fogel's 14, I'm 15, and he's 16. So 14, 15, 16.
The man was just sitting there, probably counting down the moments until the party started, excited by the thought of being with all 3 of them.
Were you aware that the individuals you met with were underage? I mean, it happens, man. I get it. It is what it is, but were you aware? Yeah.
Even though he admitted to knowing the boys were underage, he claimed it was his first time ever being with that age group, which is hard to believe. For context, the man's name is Victor, and he's 37 years old. And honestly, for someone insisting it was his first time, his backpack told a completely different story.
do you ever cleaned it?
Yeah.
That's your backpack?
Yes.
Oh, don't touch it, man.
It's fine, bro. We always got to take one for the team.
From the looks of it, this man had clearly been at it for a long time. He came prepared with everything he thought he needed to have the best day of his life with the boys, making it obvious this wasn't some one-off situation.
Oh, you're ready for a party.
Hold on, we're not done. We're not fucking done. Let's get it.
Bro, I'm gonna throw up.
Vitaly seemed to be having the time of his life running the whole thing. Myron, on the other hand, had his cop's instincts kicking in, watching closely but still enjoying the show. Sneeko, though, was clearly disgusted by the entire situation. For him, this probably wasn't entertainment at all, but more of a traumatic experience.
What are you preparing for? How many kids were gonna come here? Bro, this is entire Walgreens on the couch.
The content definitely pulled in viewers for the shock factor, but it also drew plenty of criticism. Law enforcement in particular didn't see it as entertainment. Some officers warned that confrontations like these could spiral out of control. As one Miami detective put it, "You have no idea what these people were capable of when inserted into desperate situations," after Vitaly carried out a Florida sting without police involvement. And that's part of the problem. Some of the predators they caught would actually prefer to play along and be humiliated on camera rather than risk being reported to the police, which creates risky situations like this. The vigilante phase quickly brought its own controversies and legal problems. One big example came in 2023, when Vitaly teamed up with rapper Lil Pump for a live stream that ended up stirring even more drama.
Yes. Come on, Harris, and we're wiping out the pedals, baby.
Can you believe Quavo fucking endorsed her, bro?
I can't believe you doing it. Man, Megan Thee Stallion is the biggest piece of shit in the
ever,
culture.
bro.
I hate that bitch.
Damn, that.
Who the performs at a fucking Kamala Harris?
Twerking, bro.
Twerking, like how disrespectful.
Hey, look at our boy. Look at our boy. Look at our boy.
This is the man. This is the man right here. Yeah, this is who should be fucking president, not Kamala Harris' dirty ass.
Vitaly definitely took things way too far. During that live stream in 2023 with Lil Pump, he and his crew physically beat up a man they had lured. The guy later filed a lawsuit for assault, claiming he wasn't a predator at all, but an innocent worker who thought he was being paid to clean a yacht, only to get ambushed instead. And while all this was going on, Vitaly also claimed he had caught plenty of predators in the entertainment industry.
You caught a Hollywood director, or a Hollywood screenwriter, like meeting up with a young boy or young girl.
Yeah.
Not long after, things got even crazier. First, a screenwriter was caught, then a producer, and not long after that, someone who worked for Nickelodeon was exposed too.
It's always either teachers, they work at kindergartens, substitute teachers, or like in the industry in Hollywood.
The predator pattern often seemed to involve people who worked with kids. Maybe that's how they got close enough to act on their urges, or maybe it tied back to some unresolved trauma from their own childhood. Vitaly shared this same sentiment too, pointing out how often those in child-related industries showed up in these stings.
They become a teacher,
you think
and then they fall in love with these old children. What do you think?
I always think Santa Claus guys that dress up as Santa Claus at malls are weird.
And the most shocking part of all this is that many of these people preying on kids never actually get arrested or punished, even when everything is caught clearly on camera. In some cases, especially for those with strong connections, they seem to walk away without facing real consequences.
But the news outlets, can you believe the news didn't even pick it up? Like, he is a big enough producer for news to write a story about it.
I was really shocked about that.
Yeah.
Vitaly's latest and maybe most damaging controversy went down in the spring of 2025 during an international trip. In late March, he headed to the Philippines and started live streaming his adventures on Kick.
Nya hindi lamang daw ang BGC kung hindi ang mga lokal ng Boracay earlier into this year dahilan para magkaroon po ng public outrage at marami yung mga opisyal na magreklamo.
What started as a visit to poor areas where he handed out some charity donations on camera.
Okay, give me some cash, please, from my pan. I got you, bro. Yeah, of course, brother. I got you. Yeah, give me more. Give me three. Give me three. I gotta give you $60, brother, because you deserve. This is what happened. Yeah, man. You're a legend. Thank you.
Hey, I got a picture.
Yeah.
Quickly spiraled into a chaotic rampage of harassment and law breaking on the streets of Metro Manila. Between March 31st and April 1st, 2025, Vitaly livestreamed himself pulling a string of reckless stunts in the upscale Bonifacio Global City District. And remember, this was after all those interviews where he claimed he was a changed man starting a new chapter in his life. Some of the things he did included harassing random pedestrians and security guards.
Hello. 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 Paparazzi, you are blessing God on a paparazzi.
At one point, he grabbed a security guard's cap off his head repeatedly and taunted him.
No, yes.
He even tried to steal a policeman's motorcycle, managing to briefly ride on it before ditching it. At one point, he went as far as trying to grab another guard's service firearm from its holster, though luckily that attempt failed. Inside a restaurant, Vitaly boldly snatched an industrial-sized electric fan and carried it into a hotel just to use it as a prop for his stream.
That's my only fan left in the chat.
Later, he hopped on a motorized tricycle and drove it recklessly through the streets, at one point even running over someone's foot.
Accident.
In one of his most disturbing moments, Vitaly threatened to rob an elderly woman on the sidewalk and even hurled a racial slur at her, leaving bystanders shocked and upset.
Chat. Excuse me, madam, I'm gonna fucking rob you if you keep walking away.
Vitaly also crossed the line with some locals, doing things that could easily be seen as inappropriate. All of this chaos was streamed live to a horrified audience. Clips from Vitaly's Philippines livestream quickly went viral on social media. Many locals felt like he was acting with a kind of colonial-style arrogance and blatant disrespect. Then, on April 3rd, 2025, the reckoning came. Philippine authorities, the Bureau of Immigration, along with local police, showed up at his hotel in Pasay City and arrested him.
Was taken into custody by the Bureau of Immigration following viral videos showing interactions deemed inappropriate by many Filipinos in Bonifacio, Global City.
He was first detained as an undesirable alien and marked for deportation. The Bureau of Immigration even issued an order calling him a flight risk and an undesirable foreign national, which blocked any chance of immediate release. To make things worse for him, his Kick channel was quickly suspended once news of the arrest spread, cutting off his main source of streaming income. Philippine authorities later decided to press charges against him under local law before moving forward with deportation. And even in court, Vitaly couldn't keep it together. He acted disrespectful and annoying toward the officials handling his case. Clips of Vitaly's livestream were played in court to show the chaos he caused, and unbelievably, he thought it was a good idea to clap at his own pranks while watching them back. He was hit with multiple charges, including several counts of unjust vexation, alarm and scandal, attempted theft, and other violations caught on video. Early reports suggested that if the courts stacked the maximum penalties for each offense, he could be facing up to 24 years in prison. This might explain why his mother was recently seen crying out for help over his situation.
I need help.
By May 2025, Vitaly's legal team in Manila tried to soften the blow. They filed a petition to Secretary Remulla asking for the charges to be dropped, pointing to Vitaly's mental health reasons, and likely hoping his past struggles like the 2020 mushroom incident would earn him some sympathy. But Remulla wasn't having it. He flat out rejected the request. Around the same time, a clip comparing Vitaly before and after entering custody in the Philippines went viral on social media, showing just how much the whole ordeal was wearing him down.
Now just look at him before, like all smug, and he's like, hey, it looks like he's not laughing anymore. He looks sad and like he's seen some stuff, which he's definitely has seen some stuff in the Philippines.
In an unusual twist, when Philippine authorities reached out to coordinate Vitaly's deportation after legal proceedings, both Russia and the United States refused to accept him back during that time. This meant Vitaly had to remain incarcerated in the Philippines while awaiting trial. He was moved into the custody of the Philippine Bureau of Jail Management and Penology in June 2025, and later released on bail pending his court hearings. Would Vitaly get away with this one as he has done in the past? Will he learn his lesson about making provocative content after being locked up behind bars for months in the Philippines?